Hello, so here we have another problem, SAT math problem. If you want to check some of the problems that we have already solved, please check the playlist. So there's a folder there that's named SAT. So check the playlist for some of the SAT math problems that we already have solved. All right, so in this video, we are given with a math problem. It says the function of g of x is equal to x squared plus 55. And the question is, what is the maximum value of the given function? And of course, you are given the choices. Is it A, 3025, B, 110, C is 55, and D is 0. So if you want to solve this yourself, just pause the video and then solve for the answer. So is it A, B, C, or D? And then come back later if you want to check the answer. So, all right. So I will solve this problem and explain, of course, what would be the strategies, the best approach to attack this SAT math problem. All right. So this is quite easy, so relax. All right. So how would you, what is your strategy in solving this math problem? Right. So my strategy is this. All right. Before you solve this, you need to understand what the problem wants. All right. All right. So the problem wants the minimum value of the function. The minimum value of the function, that is what the problem wants. So my question is, I think the best thing we need to do now is to know what a minimum value is, right? Knowing the minimum value would mean the key to solving problems like this one, all right? So you need to understand what is the problem asking about. Why is it asking about a minimum value of the function? All right. So if you could understand that, then it would be very easy to solve for the minimum value. All right. For a function gx, the minimum value, it is the smallest output the function can produce. Right. Because that is what the role of the function is. So you put a value of x in the function, and the function would spit out a value or an output, which is a y value of the g of x, right? So the g of x is in terms of x, right? So you put in a value of x, and then you solve, and then it will give you a corresponding y value, or the g of x, or the value of your function, right? So that is what the question is about. We need to find the minimum value is the lowest y value that the function could ever reach. All right? So what do you think is the minimum value there of the y or the function? So that means if this is our function, g of x is equal to x squared plus 55, this is the given function. G of x is equal to x squared plus 55. That means there must be a value of x there such that when I replace that x there, it would give me g of x. So if I put a value of x here, it would give me a value of the y, or the function gx, right? But the question is that gx, or is that value of the y the minimum? So that is what the problem wants. It wants that minimum value. So how do you think could you solve the minimum value of g of x? What do you think should be the value of x here, such that when I replace it there, would give me the minimum value of g of x? So what do you think? All right, let's go. So this is the strategy now. Our strategy is to identify the type of function first. What type of function it is? It is actually a quadratic function, because this function, if you see, this one is actually a quadratic, right? Because it is x squared plus 55. X squared, right? You know what a quadratic is? When the highest power of the exponent is 2, then it is a quadratic equation, right? It cannot be to the power of 3. It could not be to the power of 4. So when the equation and the highest power of the exponent is 2, then that means it is quadratic. That means it has 2 values of x, right? It is quadratic, and in this case, it is actually quadratic. And the graph is a parabola opening upward. Why is it upward? Because the coefficient of x squared is positive. If you see here, the coefficient of x squared is actually 1, positive 1. And since it is a positive number, then the parabola is actually opening upward. Like that, no? It's opening upward. That is the form of the parabola. So the parabola has a quadratic equation. The equation is g of x is equal to x squared plus 55. If it is a quadratic equation, that means it must have a, b, and c, right? Remember the quadratic formula? Minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. See, I even memorized those, you know. I think it's nice if you could memorize it as well, all right? So if it is quadratic, then it must have the a, the b, and the c that we can use in the quadratic formula, right? So in this case, what is the a? A is actually 1, right? X squared. That's the coefficient of x squared. It is positive 1. What is b? There is actually no b. So in this quadratic equation, there is no b. The b is 0. Why is it there's no b? There's actually no x there. There's no x, right? There's no term that has x. Therefore, b is 0. And of course, the constant is c, equal to 55, positive 55. So we have a, b, and c. A is 1, b is 0, and c is 55. These are the numbers that we need to put into the quadratic equation to solve for the values of x. So 0, right? Then the g of x, if b is 0, because in our case b is actually 0, right? If b is 0, then the function, this is a function, right? And x is 0 is always the vertex, all right? All right. So if it is 0, then that means the vertex is actually at a 0. Is always the vertex because of this formula here. All right. So what we will do here is this. We can actually test. So we have a function, right? We have a function. This is our function, right? What we will do is we will test x equal to 0. That means we will substitute x equal to 0 to the function. So it will give us the minimum or maximum of the function, right? Like for instance, this one. So if we substitute x equal to 0 to the function, it will be this. G of 0, x squared, and it should be 0 squared plus 55. And you see, a value is computed, 55. Is this value the minimum value? Yes, this is actually the minimum value, 55, which is actually option number, or rather it's a letter C, option C, or choice C. So the answer is actually C, but there's a trick, right? Remember this. The shortcut, this shortcut of substituting x equal to 0 to the function will only work if b is 0 in the quadratic form. So if b is 0 in the quadratic here, because this is actually non-existence in the given function, so b is 0. So if the b is 0 in the quadratic equation, then you can apply this shortcut. What is the shortcut again? The shortcut is to substitute 0 into the function. Once you substitute 0 there, you can get a value. And in this case, this value is the minimum value that the function can reach. And the value is 55. All right, remember, you can only do this strategy if b is equal to 0. If b is not 0, that means in the quadratic equation there is a b because it's not 0. That means the vertex is actually not at x equal to 3. So the vertex of, that vertex of the parabola is not at x equal to 0. Okay, again, if b is not equal to 0, the vertex of the parabola is not equal to 0. Therefore, so it doesn't guarantee a minimum or maximum. So that means, plugging in x equal to 0 doesn't guarantee. So if you try to plug in 0 value there for the function, if you apply the shortcut, then the value that you will get, you still get a value. That value may not be the minimum or the maximum. All right? Because b isn't 0. All right? In summary, if b is equal to 0, the vertex of the parabola would be at 0. That means you can apply our strategy, our shortcut, and that is to test x equal to 0. That means use x equal to 0, plug it in the function, and then find the minimum. All right? That is if b is equal to 0. Again, if it is not equal to 0, then please do not apply the strategy. All right? All right. So we have some other math problems that we have solved. Just check our playlist, and the name of the folder is SAT. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in my next video.